Welcome back to Versus. I'm JWMaher. That's Will Cohen. I'm happy that, not happy we watched this movie, but I am happy that I predicted stuff about it. Will, how you feeling today?
You know, I'm feeling okay. I know this was like, we're still in the early stages of IGN or ITN or whatever the fuck it's called. But what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck went wrong with this?
This is like, it's like that old familiar thing where it's like, they had an idea and this person, the director, I imagine, had a bunch of friends, and because none of them have any other credits, and they just put this together, and ITN said, I'll buy it. I mean, this, we put up the box art last week. It is killer ants. I mean, this is not, again, this is not what happens in the movie. It is not like them. It is not like, it's not even phase. I guess it's closer to phase 4 than it is to them, but it is not. The ants are nowhere near that big at all. There's one ant this big,
and they couldn't even get one of the actors from the film on the box art.
This woman, not the caliber of the women in this movie. The one thing I will say, I'm going to say my positive stuff. The guy playing the bad guy, the guy that plays Hamilton Locke, his name is Sam Damon. This guy, I feel, was waiting his entire life to play like a silent movie villain, but being able to talk, because that is what he is like. So, he's like almost as over the top as the Dinosaur Hotel 3 guy, but he just can't act.
Yes, it was unfortunate. She asphyxiated herself inside a refrigerator of all places. You can imagine that.
I don't want to hear anymore.
It's like, it's so like he's in a different movie than everybody else in this movie.
Yeah, to such a degree that every single time he gets on screen, it's extremely distracting.
Oh, and that Solognosis Invicta egg, the oversized one that you put into the incubator at the lab. Alas, there was a defect with the heating system.
Yeah, he's like, either he was given too much direction or no direction, and it's probably, I'm guessing, no direction. But in his mind, he's like, I know what a villain's like. He's like a James Bond villain put into a B movie. Like the amount of exposition is insane. Like also, This movie is like somebody took a book out of the library on fire ants, and they're just constantly dropping like dialogues.
I'm in myrmecology, actually.
Oh, ant specialist.
Nobody knows that word.
Like constantly. I've learned more about fire ants in this movie than I ever thought I would in my entire life.
But even so, like I kind of feel like the information was given, but we didn't actually see the information play out, which means that they still didn't pay attention to the assignment.
Yeah, these experts, like you have the guy. The bad guy is the bad guy. But then, like one of the good guys, is a female researcher at the same university. She seems to know a ton about ants. The way she acts, like Will said, I guess she doesn't listen to herself. That also, like the guy, we'll get into the guy because that's another thing about the movie that's like unique. He is an English professor, but he, in his friendship with the ant lady, also learns a bunch of shit, doesn't sink in, he doesn't act like he knows the stuff. But I digress.
So let's get, I use the word plot generously, but let's go ahead and get into it, because there's not a lot there, but what is there is real dumb.
Yeah.
And even by ITN standards, dumb.
This is not even the first, maybe it's the first movie chronologically, but it's not the first movie we've covered where the plot is a couple from New York moves to Texas and they don't fit in.
Right.
Hi there.
Oh, hi. You must be the McAllisters. I'm Harriet Ayler. This here's Billy.
How you doing, Miss McAllister?
We're having tea here. I can get a couple of glasses because I have to get your keys. You're right next door to us.
which is like, man, like the way these horror movies. I mean, I guess Texas Chainsaw Massacre really has a lasting effect because people really act like Texas is another country when it's not. But yeah, this lady, like the wife, what's her name? Corey and Evan. Corey, like I don't. They really went over the top to make this seem like the most unhealthy, unhappy marriage. There's no like abuse or infidelity or any drug addicts. She's just fucking miserable.
Is this some student's idea of a joke? Oh.
What is that?
It's a pile of dead fire ants.
Like she's just we get the impression that it's because they moved. That's why she's miserable. But
Right.
she's not even like temporarily miserable. She's not like situationally miserable. She's like mean and miserable.
Right.
Did something happen?
Yes, something happened. Something that would never happen in New York.
Like, you know, delving into Corey, you know, she's a performance artist, and she's, you know, we don't actually get to see any of her pieces, but we get to hear the pieces, some of, like, about the pieces that she's done in the past, and you can tell that she is just miserable because, like, when we see her interacting with the people from Texas, they don't even understand what she does for a living, which, to be fair, she's not explaining her art very well at all. So even someone, as worldly as I am, who understands what performance art is, she's doing a shit job.
Yeah.
Next, what John said, these people were like, these people were either told that they were going to be in like proper society finishing school type shit, or they were supposed to be what I can only describe as the extras from Deliverance. Pretty
much. Like, yeah, they're not bad people. There's only one bad guy in the movie. The other people are just they are friendly neighbors. Like, would I want to spend hours of time with these people? No. But would I like treat them like shit when they offer me a drink? Also no. But Corey does.
Right. Yeah. And it feels like they're trying their damnedest to give the husband, what's the husband's name again?
Evan.
They're trying to give Evan an out, and he never takes the out, and so it feels like the writers just like wrote something on the fly where she's just where Corey just keeps getting bitten by fire ants. Like they're just not straight up just attracted to her and her alone.
Well, there's like a plot point that's like if you blink and you'll blink, you'll miss it. Like we find out that the real reason why everything is happening is Hamilton Brooke, the evil villain, has not only bred fire ants to be like larger and more vicious, but he's also like isolated like the pheromones that he can direct them to attack, and he's like concentrated into like a mixture. But he's also bought up a bunch of land in the town.
Right.
Because he destabilizes it with the fire ants. He is a Bond villain. He destabilizes the land with his fire ants and then buys it for pennies on the dollar. But they don't describe this. But blink and you'll miss it. He owns the pharmacy in the town. So when Corey goes to get her birth control pills because she's lying about trying to get pregnant. She's a bad person too. When she gets her ointment from there, Hamilton runs the pharmacy and he's clearly put the pheromones in her ointment, which is why the ointment doesn't work. That's why ants constantly attack her. They don't describe that. I figured that out all myself because I'm a smart man. Yes.
But there's another plot point in the film where it's like, well, where there's a bunch of ants that they find in the fridge. And they say, well, ants can't deal with cold. And so after getting bit, she eventually, pulls an Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. She puts herself into a fridge and suffocates.
Yeah, so we don't have to do a core anymore. But we find out that Hamilton has like killed his wife with the ants. He kills some lady that shows up and doesn't like his speech. He just kills her. And then, but then he's so efficient with because nobody knows what's going on. Like he could be the most efficient guy, but when it comes to when it comes up against our heroes, because now that Corey's dead, Evan's gonna pursue Olivia, the research assistant. Good for him though. The romance blossoms a little fast, but I feel like it's a good for him moment. But Hamilton is really he becomes like a Bond villain when he tries to dispatch of these people. It's so funny. Like when he has them tied up in the field and he's like spraying all the shit around them, they could literally just fucking stand up and walk away.
Stridulation. It's the sound that fire ants make. But usually you can't even hear it because it's such a small sound.
Unless there are billions and billions of them.
Didn't have to go through. They could have just pushed up against each other and walked away.
Right.
They don't do that. So typical ITN fashion, they're left to die, but they're not really tied up, and they figure it out. And then Hamilton kidnaps the other lady, her friend Marnie, is onto them too. He kidnaps her. He's going to kill her. He does the whole big thing about what he's doing. He tells his whole plan, and then he has a giant queen ant.
Years of breeding, all these years of care. She will have her first big meal.
That he insults, I guess, and then that thing kills him.
The eye! Oh, the fire ant loves the eye!
Yeah. So again, I understand this is early ITN, but the CGI on that giant ant is so bad.
There's also a scene when the fire ants are traveling to the spot where Olivia and Evan were tied up, and they're like, "Oh, we can't avoid them. Let's just lay still." And the CGI ants just climb over them, and it's you'd think there'd be billions of them, but there's 20.
Right.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
And I'm sorry, did we bury the lead about Evan and the ant lady getting into some stupid romance?
No, we did that. I did say he doesn't really grieve his wife. He's in her in less than a week. It's he's with Olivia. It's isn't that what we wanted? To go from this very plain looking girl to this other very plain looking girl. How exciting.
Yeah, and it's comically bad.
Yeah.
But it's also not comically bad because on Tubi, which is where I watched this. I don't know how you watch this, but I watched on Tubi.
Also Tubi.
Yeah, they claim this is a horror comedy.
I did not laugh. Actually, maybe I did, but I don't think they were trying to make me laugh at the times I laughed.
Yeah, the times that they do try and make you laugh are towards the end when the cops are investigating the evil doctor villain's death and everything like that. The puns they are trying to make are fucking dumb. And it's to the fact that even little kids would hear those and think that they're stupid.
Yeah. And there was also like, I guess the kind of funny line that I was like, oh man, is like when he's giving his speech and the lady has the problem with it. Her problem with it is that he's like really like horny for the ants, like killing.
Right.
People. He's like really into it. Like, they eat, they get in the moist places, and they'll eat, and they love the eyes. They love the eyes. And he's like, you're disgusting.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I have no desire whatsoever to see fire ants swarming an accident victim. No desire whatsoever.
And then at the end of the movie, the ants eat his eyes. So like, oh, it's ironic too. So the director understands
the Queen definitely does, for sure.
Yeah. The director understands the irony, and that's about it. Do you want to rate this thing?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I don't know where you landed, but I'll go first just in case. This is like, I know I had fun with this movie, but for me to sit here and tell you it's good, I'd be lying. Everything about this movie, like bell to bell, with the exception of, I mean, even like the effects are okay, like when Corey is bitten and she has bites all over her, but it just looks like somebody shoot up bubblegum and stuck it to her like 50,000 times. So like, I can't even say that's great. It's a 1-star movie. There's Hamilton work alone is the only reason I watch it. Well,
yeah, we fell in the same place on this. I also gave it 1 star. You may have had fun with this. I wanted to. I thought this was going to be another Spiders on a Plane. Like the setups and everything made me think, okay, maybe we're onto something. But they took it way too seriously. And then when they were attempting humor, they put 0 effort into it. They put as much effort in the humor as they did the CGI of that Queen, which is so bare minimal.
Yeah.
Aside from Hamilton, who that guy clearly, as you said, was the only one who either understood the assignment or wasn't 100% sure like what film he was even in. Everyone else is just like putting in like the most phoned in performances.
Yeah.
The script is even more abysmal. Like there's nothing.
I don't think any of Hamilton's lines were written. Like I think he's like, no. I think he just went in and I got it, and he just ad-libbed all of his shit.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me either. But yeah, there's no substance to this film whatsoever. The only thing preventing me from giving it maybe even the half stars is because it didn't completely offend my senses.
Fair enough. But next week, okay, I don't know. This is going to be a coin flip because let me tell you about it. So it's a prolific B horror movie director, BC14. He has done this movie. He has 2 titles. We have Do Not Disturb. It's also called The New Terminal Hotel. Now, Corey Haim is in this movie. And Stephen Jeffries, who you might remember from Fright Night and 976 Evil, a horror veteran, also in this movie. Tiffany Shepis, a horror veteran, also in this movie. I haven't seen this movie, but it has it could be good. I don't know. So I'm going to give next week a toss-up. I have no idea. But if you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Drop me a line at wwlhorror@gmail.com if you want to ask me any questions. And then here's the Letterboxd challenge. There, you can go there. Pause, go to the QR code. But hey, next week we'll be back with another bad movie. I'm JWMaher. That's Will Cohen. This has been Versus.